They haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Andrew Nembhard. He's out there with Neesmith. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Kennard in at the 3. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
A 3 ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't fight on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Guys, back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Nembhard, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Pass to Furphy. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Daniel. A 3-pointer, no good. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the 3-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from B.
Here's Kennard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Alexander-Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Luke Kennard came in with a reputation as a shooter, but how about the passing? He's really working on this aspect.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Neesmith. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, on the heels of star Tyrese Halliburton's unfortunate Achilles tear, the Pacers losing starting center Miles Turner in free agency.
Oh! Wow. That's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix. Nembhard with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Nembhard. No good on the 3. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now Johnson. 23 points his last outing. Daniels, no good. Siakam outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Siakam just staying strong inside, finds the finish through it.
Alexander Walker offline with his three. Pacers leading by 3. Over to the wing. Here's Furphy. Banked in off the glass. Furphy's got 5.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Okongwu, the pass to Daniels. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Neesmith. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Here's Johnson. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Shot to stop the run. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Furphy. Pass to Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Siakam outside. From downtown, rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. They trail by 7.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Huff passes to Neesmith. Nembhard for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Kennard for 3. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers leading by 7. Pass to Huff. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Neesmith finds Siakam. Takes the 3. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems. And he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
Pass to Furphy. Indiana again missing.
Just doing the job on the back end.
And here is Johnson trying to end the drought. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good 3-point shooter, and he's looking for opportunities to take advantage.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And let's review some numbers for Pascal Siakam. Averaging about 23 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Indiana leading by 4. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Daniels. Johnson left side. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And now just a 1-point Indiana lead. The Pacers shooting 40% here in the early stages. To Nemhard to the left side wing. And a wide open look for Siakam. Nice shot from the wing. And it's 6 points for Siakam.
Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Kennard. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Neesmith. Nemhard is screen on Daniels. Now Siakam. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. In the corner, Daniels. Johnson outside. Kennard for three. Another three for Atlanta.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pacers trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A shot by Nemhard and nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Pass to Kennard. Now Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Okongwu.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Porzingis is checked in for Atlanta. McCollum comes in for Daniels. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Aaron Neesmith. Here's Siakam. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer. In the painted area, very dangerous.
Johnson against Walker. Now here's McCollum. T right on him. Got a piece of it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. In the third spot, the Hawks.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Potter. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shepard. Baseline try, and the jumper falls for him.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now here's McCollum. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Phoenix. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Pass to Potter. Left side Jackson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
McConnell against McCollum. 41 seconds left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
To the inside.
Yeah, the defender all over.
14 seconds.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
first one falls for him. And so Jackson nails both of them. The Hawks trail. Now McCollum, his numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. No good from outside. Pascal Siakam getting it done for Indiana. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Newell out there with Porzingis. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Krejci in at the shooting guard. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. The Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And there it is for him.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Of course, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Shoots from 12. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Krejci. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
2. This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. McConnell passes to Shepard. Will it go? Rebound by the Hawks.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Puts it up from 12. That one a little long.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
You know, Kispert is often labeled as a shooter, but DB has much more to his game.
There is no doubt, Kev. He moves the ball. He can attack a closeout. He's going to work very hard as a cutter. This is just a young man that plays the right way.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. Pass to Neesmith. McConnell a screen on Daniels. Neesmith with the bounce pass. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Furphy. Indiana again missing. And it's the Hawks ball. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Porzingis. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Siakam's shot is off.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Jalen Johnson. Averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
On defense, the Hawks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Neesmith. Indiana moving it around. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Furphy, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now, here's Kennard. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Over McConnell. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Siakam finds Neesmith. Here's Furphy. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Pass to McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Jackson. And here is Johnson. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
McConnell passes to Neesmith. Here's Siakam. McConnell in the corner, trying to get something going. Johnson with the rebound.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Down low. Here's Daniels. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. It used to be a problem for a long time.
Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. And the Pacers also making a change. Huff's checked in.
One shot.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Pass to Siakam. Puts up a three. Rebound, Atlanta. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix in the last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
And here is Neesmith. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Pass to Huff. And Siakam has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. To end the run. Atlanta with the rebound. McCollum's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. To the right side. McConnell passes to Neesmith. Now Siakam. Trains it from beyond the arc. Siakam's got 11.
Boy, how far has the shot, the perimeter game of Siakam come? His rookie year, he made 1 3 all season. Remember that.
Okongwu finds Kennard. McCollum against McConnell. Outside Daniel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers trail by 20. Pass to Siakam. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Daniels, no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up, but I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Siakam for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Cullen passes to Kennard. Okongwu with the screen from McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. And Indiana shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Here's the screen. Here's Siakam. The shot from the low post is good. Siakam's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is part of Pascal Siakam's growth, the willingness to absorb nightly responsibility to score the ball.
Johnson surveying the floor. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. 12 points for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Indiana moving it around. Neesmith can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 19. In the corner, Daniels. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Pass to Huff. And here's McConnell. Siakam outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Okongwu with a screen on McConnell. And the basket by McCollum.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
McConnell passes to Huff. Here's Neesmith. He's got 5. Drills the three-pointer. Siakam's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Pass to Daniel. It's McCollum on the wing. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Johnson against Siakam. And he banks in the layup. Siakam's got 20.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Pass to Furphy. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 22 points for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
McCollum outside. Here's Johnson, covered by Siakam. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Over Neesmith. It's hauled in by Furphy. Furphy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Siakam. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bucks ahead, runs one. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Taking a look here at Indiana. They hear the clock. Trying to coast through the season straight into the playoffs? Not how it works, fellas. They don't have the talent to pull that off. The effort has got to be there.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Hawks.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on this game.
Yeah, some confident personalities up and down that roster. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Atlanta leading by 20. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Furphy in at the small forward position.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Furphy. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Pacers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
One shot.
The Hawks shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Kennard with the ball. Back to Alexander Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Pacers trail by 21. Now, Nembhard, still scoreless. Pass to Siakam. A nice shot by Huff.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Kennard setting the pick for Daniels. From outside, off the mark.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Pass to Huff. Now, Nesmith. Siakam inside. Covered by Johnson. A shake. And Siakam throws it down.
You know, this is where the length of Pascal Siakam makes him so hard to stop. Even with contact, he's able to get through or around.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Kennard. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam outside. They set the pick beyond the arc. No good that time. The Hawks leading by 20. Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Kennard on the wing. He's got 15.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pacers trail by 20. Pass to Furphy. Now Siakam. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Nembhard for 3. Kennard with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. In the corner, Daniels. Shoots over Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Pass to Furphy. Siakam, a screen on Daniels. Really left alone that time. Furphy's got 11.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Atlanta?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
No good on the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Furphy. He's got 11. To the paint. Here's Huff. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Huff's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Johnson. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Siakam against Johnson. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's ready to talk things through with them. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 5, the Hawks.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
here's Neesmith. 5 points in the game. There's a screen. Siakam outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. And he connects with the jumper. Siakam's got 28.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Here's Okongwu. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Pacers. Jackson, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. He's off on the second. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Nembhard, defended by Alexander Walker. Daniels with the steal. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That free throw good from Daniels. Pacers trail by 20. Pass to Furphy. Here's Huff. Indiana moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Furphy. Furphy's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Now here's Porzingis. Okongwu with a screen on Jackson. Porzingis can't hit. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Bounce pass, Nembhard. Here's Furphy. Kennard covering. Furphy, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Alexander Walker passes to Porzingis. Pass to Kennard. Now, Alexander Walker. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Alexander Walker's got 9 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Alexander Walker with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Kennard on the wing. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Now, Alexander Walker. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Pass to Neesmith. Jackson looking around. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Here's Furphy. Now Nembhard. Off target from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Daniels. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Neesmith has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Huff, covered by Okongwu. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Pass to Nembhard. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, Andrew Nembhard steps into that in good rhythm. Nice catch and shoot opportunity.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So an entirely new grouping now for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Pacers. Pass to Krejci. And here's McCollum. Left side, Porzingis. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. 17 points for C.J. McCollum.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
McCollum outside. To the wing on the left. Left side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. McConnell against McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 19 points.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Pass to Siakam. Good D by Johnson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kisper with it. Working on Walker. McCollum, left side. Good on the shot. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Siakam inside. Johnson on him. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Hawks score.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Hawks on top, running away with it. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Kispert. And it's Krejci in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
And here's McConnell. Siakam left side. And the layup's good off the glass. Siakam's got 13 points in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's McCollum with the drive. Johnson wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Siakam. Over Johnson. Pascal Siakam again. Siakam's got 39.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
McCollum against McConnell. McCollum right side. Here's Kispert. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, tremendous finish by Kispert. When you come into the league just a little bit older, your frame is usually ready for play right away.
Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Pass to McCollum. Here's Krejci. Porzingis with a screen on McConnell. McCollum, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, here's Siakam. Covered by Johnson. Unloads from 13. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Kispert. The Hawks leading by 22. McCollum outside. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 26.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Pass to Siakam. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Huff's checked in. McConnell scanning the floor. Shot's good by Walker.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to McCollum. Okongwu with a screen on McConnell. McCollum passes to Okongwu. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. TB1 complaint about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
And that one falls for Okongwu. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. McConnell in the corner. Pass to Siakam. And the layup falls. Siakam's got 41.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
With the step back, Porzingis covered by Siakam. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. So for the Hawks, Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Porzingis. Daniels comes in for Kispert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Pacers, Furphy's checked in, and it's Neesmith in for Shepard. Pacers trail by 21. Nembhard with it. Pass to Furphy. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Daniels against Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. The rebound by Johnson. The Hawks leading by 21. Deflects the pass. Outside Daniel. There's a good screen. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
Pass to Kennard. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Over Siakam. And again, it's Atlanta.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
Here's Furphy. Into the lane. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game. Atlanta's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Now Daniels. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Siakam inside. Covered by Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Siakam's got 43 points.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson with a screen on Nembhard. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Three-pointer, Daniels. It's rebounded by Indiana. Huff's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Alexander Walker. Down low. And Okongwu slams it in.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on play.
Back to Nemhard. Indiana moving it around. They set the screen. Siakam for three. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, this guy does such a tremendous job creating contact. Pascal Siakam, give him the up fake and draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Siakam.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Siakam hits them both. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Kennard. Back to Alexander Walker. Inside. Here's Johnson. Pacers with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nemhard. Here's Huff. Pass to Furphy. Clock at 6. Now Nemhard. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 21. And a wide open look for Daniel. On the 3 off target. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Neesmith, the pass to Huff. Now Nemhard. Here's Furphy. Pass to Huff. For 3. Buries the deep ball.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Now Alexander Walker. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got 21 in the game.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nemhard covering. Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Siakam. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Shepard with the ball. That one misses. McCollum outside. So Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our